And ladies and gentlemen, my last interview guest of the evening coming to you from right here in Kentucky. He is the first ever UWF light heavyweight champion. He's the current WCCW champion in Lawrenceburg, and he's a brother. I am joined with the Triple R superstar, 1/4 of the Pretty Boys, Ravishing Ronnie Roberts. What's going on, man?
Man, I couldn't have said it better myself. What is happening? What is happening?
I'm doing real good, sir, and thank you for doing this interview.
All right, pleasure's all mine, man. I even called in on the right night this time.
Oh, yes, you did, and I saw you about the incident about a month ago.
Oh, I love it. I was kind of hoping he calls in on Monday.
It was fun at first, and then I had to put a stop to it. So,
No, it's all good. I understand. I understand.
all right, so Mr. Triple R, let's go ahead and get started.
All right.
What got you into being a professional wrestler?
Oh man, I've loved wrestling my whole life. Literally since I was 4 years old, watching my great grandmother hooked up to an oxygen tank, laying on the couch and yelling at the TV that Ric Flair's dirty and all this and that. And my mom's been a big fan, so my whole family's always they've been fans for so long, and so I just carried it on. It's been in my blood.
And you were born out there in Canada, correct?
Uh, Technically, I was born in the States, and then I moved to Canada. Yes, so
Oh,
I have both. I'm a citizen of both, but I claim Canada.
all right. So, you've been in both. Had a chance to wrestle at Canada or just mostly United States?
It's just been in the U.S. so far. It's very odd. I haven't been up there. I'm sure I'll make it up there eventually, but yeah, right now I'm making my rounds, seeing if when I go back home to Canada, I can brag about how many Americans I've beat. When I go back up there, so I'll make the rounds in America for a while.
And obviously, as I pointed out, you're part of two companies that's right here in Kentucky. You are currently the WCCW champion. I want to talk a little bit about WCCW, which is in Lawrenceburg. What made you work for them?
I was just one of those things that I just coming up, and they, I guess, knew some people who worked there, and they asked me to come up. And for one time, I believe the first time I worked there, I worked Larry D. And after that, they asked me to keep coming back, and eventually I've worked my way up. And actually, technically, I'm still the champion, but Alex Angel has the belt right now, and so I come and take it from him this weekend again.
And you also work for UWF when you are the first ever UWF light heavyweight champion. I mean, how did that
Yep.
make you feel to be the first ever light heavyweight champion for that company?
Oh, it was a great honor just to be even in that tournament, let alone win it. I wanted to bring something new not new, but something I hadn't been in Kentucky for a while, a good light heavyweight program. I've had some good battles. You've been there sitting ringside. You've seen a few of them. Wrestled some good wrestlers coming in, and I can say I'm the first and longest reigning UWF light heavyweight champion, and I will have that belt back very soon as well after I deal with Bobby Blade this Sunday.
Oh, that's going to be a huge match. Y'all two have built quite the rivalry for quite a while. And how does it feel to finally get your opportunity against Lone Wolf Bobby Blade?
I can't wait. He's stuck in his nose in my business for the last time. Hopefully, he is always talking about how he's ready to retire. He's tired. This hurts. That hurts. So maybe I can put an end to his misery and send him packing.
Oh, that's going to be a fun match, no doubt about it. You can catch Ravishing Ronnie Roberts this Saturday at WCCW, going up against Alex Angel for the WCCW title. And then on
Great.
Sunday over at Georgetown, Kentucky, you can check him out going up against Lone Wolf Bobby Blade. And they out there 150 Edwards Avenue, Georgetown Bingo Hall. Doors open at
Great.
Doors open at 6. The show starts at 6:30.
That's correct. And let me get one more in there too. This Friday, primetime wrestling in Macville, Kentucky, as well. Bell times, I believe, is 8 o'clock. I'll be there. I think I'm wrestling Jordan Cage, Picture Perfect Jordan Cage this Friday at McDale. So come on out to that too.
Man, you guys just have quite a busy weekend, man. But it must be fun, man, to just to go out there and live your dream, man.
Hey man, it's good to be a triple S star.
All right. So, who do you consider as influences in your wrestling career?
Um, I've got a few. I'm a big fan of Rick Martel. I love obviously Ravishing Rick Rude and like Kurt Hennig, and then a little Tully Blanchard in there. I say those four guys I really looked at, and they've been a huge influence.
Now, I first heard of you through another wrestler that has competed for both UWF and WCCW. Her name is Amazing Maria. You both were part of a group called the Pretty Boys. Uh,
That's right.
Two-part question: how did that came about, and what's it like working with alongside with Maria?
Uh, well, first how did it come about? I always say that I'm the original pretty boy because I am, and she just happened to be around, and Luscious LJ Jameson and I and Maria, we were working all in the same place down in Southern Kentucky, and she just kind of had an idea and thought maybe we should get together, and we just tried it, and we clicked from the beginning, LJ and I, and eventually we got, Precious Preston Douglas along with it, and then Amazing Maria, and when we started, moving around the state, we were the Pretty Boys. So I got to give the Amazing Maria credit for that one. It was her idea originally, and then we just ran with it. We became one of the best tag teams in the state. She's one of the best women around. PPD's one of the best managers around, and we all came together and kind of formed like Voltron, as they say. We're all good individually, and we're great as a group. You know. And as far as working with, I love working with Maria. Love it. I have it no other way. You see it. She comes out with me. She comes out with me in Lawrenceburg. She comes out with me pretty much wherever I go. So we're a good team. We even work some mixed tags together. So the Pretty Boys not just a male tag team. We work mixed tags too. So.
And you do see me be rooting for you.
Oh yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
You one of the few people in there who has some sense. That's why I appreciate you. That's why I took the time to call into your show. You have some brains about you clearly.
Thank you, sir. You're a brother first and foremost, and number two, you're
Indeed.
talented in the ring, and I've interviewed Maria before, so I mean, consider me a pretty boy fan. So,
That's what I'm talking about right there.
it's a movement, and people just need to recognize. I mean, there's no
Hey.
other way around it. Now I keep hearing from Jim Chatwick. He wants to hear from the fans on who they want to see in UWF. You not just being a wrestler, but a wrestling fan yourself. Who do you want to see in UWF that hasn't had a chance to be in the company?
Wow, that's a good question there. I was happy to see Larry D slide in there. We've had our battles here and there, and I'd love to battle him again in Georgetown at some point. Even maybe tag to him. He got the same attitude I have about the fans in Georgetown. We don't neither one of us like him too much. So, wow. Other than that, I don't know. I would like to see if he can tank back. So he's been gone for a while. Loving when Paulo rose into town. I just had that run with John Noble. Anytime he wants to step in the ring with me, and I would love it. I'd be all for it. Other than that, I think almost everybody has been there, especially here lately with Chadwick running the show. You'll keep seeing a lot more action, a lot more guys you haven't seen, and just stay tuned. This show in Georgetown is blowing up, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
And what are some other goals you would like to accomplish? More shows, more championships, more opportunities. What are some other goals you want to set for yourself?
Well, basically, my goal was just to be the best out there. Every time I step in the building, I step in the ring and I leave the ring, I want the people to remember the Triple R superstar, Ravishing Ronnie Roberts. That's my mission. I'm a champion whether I have a belt or not. I know this. So my goal is to go out there and blow people's minds is what I do, and have them come next week and be like, I can't wait to see the Triple R superstar. I may not like him, but I can't wait to see what he's going to do this week. That's my mission in the wrestling business. As far as shows go, I have shows left and right. I'll be in new OCW first Thursdays of the month. I'll be up in Indiana first Tuesday of the month. I've got shows in Tennessee and all the local shows here. There's plenty of shows. Matter of fact, I probably should take a break. But my main mission is out there, and it's to be the man. When I go out there, I want the fans to and see me and the pretty boys we're all together. That's my main mission.
And as far as wrestling is concerned, I mean, pain, injuries, it comes with the territory. I mean, you sign your name on the dotted line. That's what you expect no matter what role you play. How do you deal with the injuries? You competing 3 to 4 shows a week.
Very carefully, I guess is the answer. I tell you, our bodies, people don't understand our bodies take a beating, especially when you work a lot. When you wrestle a lot of shows during the week, those 3, 4, 5 shows a week, your bodies get banged up a lot. My body's banged up right now. But it's just that passion you have to go out there and be the best that, you can't take a break. There's no breaks in wrestling. There's no off season. So it's not like this. NBA season, NFL season, where you got an off season. No, there's no rest. If you're going to be the best, if you're going to be the man, you have to go out there and prove it every time. So you may, and if you're hurt, you're going to have to go out there and go get it done. If you're injured, well, you may have to take some time off. But this is part of the territory. It's a mental thing. Some people are mentally tough enough to do it. Others are not.
And that's why I respect wrestlers even more, considering they put their bodies on the line. Like you said, there is no off season. You're out there, depending on what company you compete for. You work 3 to 4 days a week, or maybe 7 days a week, and yet y'all still go out there and perform in front of the fans, whether they love you or hate you. They just want to see a good show, and I believe UWF does that, and WCCW does that as well. So people just go out there and support local indie pro wrestling. I mean, that's where it's at. That's where it started for your favorite superstars that you see on national television and all that.
Yep, exactly.
So let me ask you this, Triple R. What would your advice be to anyone out there that wants to pursue their career as a professional wrestler?
I say, first of all, think it through and make sure you're serious about it. This is not for the faint of heart. This is not. We don't come out here and half-ass things. Sorry, I don't know what it's the internet show, right? I can say ass.
Yes, you can.
There's no half-assing. There's no half-stepping. You either go hard, or you end up getting hurt, or you just end up quitting. This is not for the faint of heart. I repeat, this is not for the heart. If you are not physically tough enough, even more importantly, if you're not mentally tough enough, you need not apply. So you need to sit down and think, is this really what I want to do, first and foremost? And if it's what you want to do, I recommend, going to your local indie shows, sitting back and watching. Maybe you can get in contact with somebody who runs the show, go and talk to them, and try to figure out how you can get trained. Go get trained properly. Jump in the ring and be like, hey, I watch this on TV, or I play video games. Surely I can make this work. That's going to work out for you. So go find somebody to properly train you. And then from there, the sky's the limit. It's on you from there. Once you get in there and they teach you what you need to know, it's all about you. It's all about you. Go out there, put yourself out there, and people see you do a good job. I'm a prime example of that. People see what you do. They want to come back. They want you on their show if you can go and go wrestle and wrestle well. First and foremost, just think, can I do this? Am I able to do this? Can I hang in there? Do that, go find some training, and the rest will take care of itself from there.
Again, I'm joined with the Triple R superstar, Ravishing Ronnie Roberts, right here on Triple Threat Wrestling Radio. You can
Yes,
check
indeed.
him out, Primetime Wrestling, out there on Friday in Maxonville, Kentucky. Then on Saturday, Wildcat Championship Wrestling, WCCW for short, Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. And then Sunday, Georgetown, Kentucky, UWF, United Wrestling Federation. Go out there, check out all three shows, and check him out. Whether you love him or you hate him, you can't get enough of him.
That's right.
He's gonna bring it no matter what. Why don't you go ahead and promote your links, and how can people get in touch with you?
All right. For the most part, just Facebook, Ravishing Ronnie Roberts, or Triple R Superstar. Just hit me up on Facebook. We got a Twitter account, 3R_Superstar. That's my Twitter account. Other than that, I don't do a whole lot of social media. I know you see me on Twitter and Facebook. That's about all I do for the most part. You can come on out to the shows. Even that, people don't like me, but I'm always willing to take a picture because I am the prettiest man in the building most of the time. So you can always grab a picture with me, possibly an autograph if you have the right attitude. I'm more of a face-to-face type of person, so if you see me out, feel free to come approach me correct. Otherwise, I'll put you in the face. Other than that, that's it, man. Just stay posted. I got shows all over the place. I'm in Western Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, South, North, Central. I'm in Indiana, Tennessee, West Virginia. I am everywhere. So just stay tuned.
And before I let you go, man, I ask all guests to do this. It's like a station ID. It's like a voice drop. All you have to do is say your name. And right after you say your name, you say you are listening to Triple Threat Wrestling Radio.
All right. This is the Triple R Superstar, Ravishing Ronnie Roberts, and you are listening to Triple Threat Wrestling Radio. Loving it.
Awesome, man. Edge, he calls himself the rated R, but you give 3 times the R, man. That's great stuff. Great talking to you, man. Best of success to your future shows, and I hope to see you again. I'm not going to be able to be there this weekend, but I will hopefully see you again at a future show. But thank you for your time, man, and best of success goes out to you, man.
All right, I appreciate that. And thank you for supporting Indie Wrestling with your radio show and coming out and even supporting us live, too. We appreciate that. Much love for that, man.
Most definitely. You have a good night.
All right, you too, man.
All right, bye-bye. And that was my last interview guest of the evening, Ravishing Ronnie Roberts.